I think everybody knows Colonel Malden, your ROTC leader at Hoover High School, so I'll turn this over to you, sir.
Thanks, sir. Good evening. The nation's colors will be presented today by the Hoover High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. The cadets presenting the colors are Cadet Major Savannah Baxter, Team Commander, Cadet Major Blake Brewer, Cadet Captain Miles Lucas, Cadet Lieutenant Alex Hillman, and Cadet Lieutenant Hayden Height. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance will be Cadet Lieutenant Sophia Campbell. I would like to point out that every one of these cadets has commanded one of our individual drill teams for the Hoover High School program in competition this academic term. Over the course of the first 3 meets of the North Alabama Drill League season, we have garnered 11 trophies, including 4 first-place titles in the competitive drill division, which includes national championship caliber teams representing the Army, Navy, and Air Force. This is a truly exceptional record for a brand new team in its first full competitive drill season. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the nation's colors.
Guard, halt, post, present, arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Post. Forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. If you all would allow me a moment. The tradition of the military challenge coin has a number of reported origins. As far back as ancient times, the Roman Empire rewarded soldiers by presenting them with coins to recognize their achievements. According to the most common stories, the challenge coins originated during World War I. Before the entry of the United States into the war, American volunteers from all parts of the country filled newly formed flying squadrons, and coins were designed to signify membership of a particular unit. There are also tales that start in World War II or the Vietnam conflict. Regardless of their origin, today coins represent a real source of pride and accomplishment for any military unit, including Air Force Junior ROTC high school programs. They are presented for outstanding service or performance of duty, as well as a morale builder to enhance a unit's esprit de corps. And today we are extremely proud to announce that AL 20181 Hoover High School has its first ever unit coin. It is a design we are extremely proud of, and we hope it will become a real marker here in Hoover. With that in mind, we would like to present a Hoover High School AL 20181 challenge coin to Dr. Murphy as a way of thanking her for her steadfast support for the Air Force Junior ROTC program. The presentation will be made by Cadet Colonel Sophie Griffiths, the 2019-2020 Hoover Corps Commander.
Thank you, Colonel Malden. Thank you, cadets. Very inspiring. Some of us were able to attend the awards last May. It was truly inspiring. I look forward to it this year, and we're so proud of what all of you do.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted to ditto that. Thank you so much. I think JROTC is just one of my favorite of initiatives that we have in place. I thank Mr. Hewlin for bringing it on board for us at Hoover High School, but you guys are just knocking it out of the park. Thank you. Thank you for your work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the coin.
Thank you.
Sorry. That's very nice. Please, call the roll to establish a quorum.
Deanna Bauman.
Here.
Craig Kelly.
Here.
Kermit Kendrick.
Here.
Amy Madonna. Here. And Amy Thompson.
Okay, we have established a quorum for this, for the monthly meeting. Board members, tonight you have before you the agenda for tonight's board meeting. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This is recognized. Now we have a recognition time, Mr. Gaston. Have to look at so many people.
That's right. Good evening, board. Good evening, superintendent. Good evening, audience. Thank you for being with us tonight. We will get through this quickly but meaningfully. So first off, photos are in the lobby. You noticed our backdrop there. And we've got a photographer in the lobby. So as we call you up and recognize you, if you will filter out to the lobby for your official photograph, that would be appreciated. Also, our proclamations that I'm about to present are uploaded to our website, there on the Board of Education section. First proclamation, as you see, we've celebrated our military and its importance to our country. This is National Veterans/Military Families Appreciation Month, and that is on our website. But one data point I ran this month with the help of technology, we do have 175 students in our school system who have parents on active duty. So we certainly want to remember them at all times, and we appreciate them. Is anyone here active duty or a veteran? If so, please stand. Let's recognize you. This past week, we celebrated the National STEM/STEAM Day. That is Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And the other acronym, the A, stands for Arts. It's held annually every day on November 8th. I have Miss Jerry Evans from Bluff Park Elementary School to accept this proclamation. And as she comes up, I can tell you that we do celebrate and engage with STEM and STEAM across the district. She's going to briefly share with us some of those ways. Miss Evans.
I just wanted to say that Hoover City Schools, I believe, is on the forefront of STEM education. Rocky Ridge has already become STEM certified, and several other schools, including Bluff Park, is working on STEM certification through the state. And we appreciate all the support that Hoover gives us, and we have several schools that have STEAM teachers, and working hard to motivate students to instill the love of these subjects that students are not going into as much as we would like. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
If these two teachers would be making their way up, Mr. Kevin Pusley at Berry Middle School, Miss Kristen Bundren at Spain Park High School. They are national winners for the Presidential Awards for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching. So certificate to Miss Bundren and certificate to Mr. Pusley. Congratulations. I know they both represented not only the City of Hoover, the Hoover City School District, but the state of Alabama recently at an award ceremony in Washington. So congratulations for representing us so well. Traditionally, our school system does very well in this next nationally recognized program, the National Merit Scholarship Corporation program. We have Miss Cindy Bond, College and Career Specialist here from Hoover High School to help us guide recognition of our students across our two high schools. So Ms. Bond would come forward.
You never know. Good evening. My name is Cindy Bond, and I'm the College and Career Specialist at Hoover High School. I'm really excited to be here tonight representing not just my high school, but also Spain Park High School as well. I think as a district and as Hoover City Schools, there's really not many out there that could be any more proud collectively of some of the achievements and the accomplishments that our students are making. And that's not just in the classroom, it's what they're making outside in the community too. And I know we have a lot of community members here, and they're gonna hear some of these names that they're gonna recognize from what our kids are doing in and out of the school as well. We are gonna call everybody's name as a group tonight. We will begin with Spain Park High School students, but before we start calling those names out, I'd like to ask Mr. Gene Grosso if he could come forward as well. He is here representing the principals for Hoover and Spain Park High School. We're partnering up tonight. And as students' names are called, we're gonna ask that you come forward. Mr. Gene Grosso will have your certificate, and then we want you all to line up across the front as a group so we can see you guys all together at the same time. After we call out your names, we're gonna ask parents to please stand because you deserve equal recognition for genetics as well as supporting your children throughout this process. Before we start though, just a word about what students are getting recognized for here tonight. Many of you have heard about the National Merit Scholarship Program before, but maybe not even realized exactly what it was recognizing. The National Merit Scholarship Program was built to recognize students of academic excellence beyond just taking a test, which students take in their 11th grade year. It's called the PSAT. The kids here tonight may still have nightmares about getting ready for this test. It covers every area of academics across the board, so all curriculum areas are tested, and our students that are being recognized here tonight are being recognized because they have tested in the top 1% of the nation, not just in our community, not just in our state. Yes, I did say the nation. So certainly these students are definitely deserving of this type of recognition, but I also want you all to understand you can't just study for this test overnight. You actually begin studying and preparing for this test as early as programs like at Bluff Park Elementary in the STEAM program, or programs Girls Who Code, or programs that we offer even in preschool and daycare times. And so this is truly a culmination of work that these students, not just work, decisions that these students have made along the way and throughout their times at Hoover City Schools. And we are truly proud of them. So as we call your names, please come forward to get your certificates. We will be hearing which of these students have made it to the next level in February. So right now, these students are National Merit semifinalists or Hispanic Recognition Program students. In February, we hope to be right back here again, recognizing our students who have made it to the next level, which is the National Merit finalist level. These students will have written, not only taken this test and done the top 1% of the nation, but they've written an essay. They've gained support of a faculty or staff member or counselor at their school. They've had to verify their academic excellence through reporting of transcript and grades that they've made. And they've had to be willing to go through this process in spite of everything else that is going on in the senior year, applying to college, applying for scholarships, making the band competitions, showing up at the horse shows, or all the other wonderful things that they're doing, again, attached to Hoover High School or just out of Hoover High School. And again, we couldn't be any prouder. So, now that I've said enough, I'm going to move on for student recognition. We're going to begin with the National Hispanic Scholar Recognition. Could Nicholas Obregon please come forward? Nicholas, if you'll start our lineup here. Julian Rodriguez. Amar Ibrahim. And just so y'all know, again, these students are very busy in and out of the classroom. So some students may not be able to be here because they have other things that they've committed their time to doing tonight. We will make sure they get their certificates at school tomorrow though. Waters Hudson. Alexander Laney. Marcus Mudano. Natalie Plourde. Jana Wren. And Madeline Taylor. If you are a parent of one of these outstanding students, we'd like to ask you to stand at this time as well. Students, when you prepare start and shake hands, you'll kind of
We want to congratulate.
I know that you all want to thank our Board of Education and Superintendent for the opportunities they provided.
Congratulations and good luck. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck. Marcos, congratulations.
Hey, shake your mom's hand.
Mom should give your mom a
Thank you.
Our next group of students are going to be Hoover High School students, and we're going to do the same thing, guys. As I call your name, I'm going to ask you all to line up across the front, and then we'll shake hands and then go out for the pictures afterward. First, we have Emma Farnwalker. Abhinav Gulapali. Hudson Keller. Josephine Kim. Hannah Osborne. Benjamin Phillips. Tanushree Shrikantha. And Hirsch Ribbonashen. At this time, if you are a parent or guest of one of our National Merit semifinalists, please stand.
Congratulations. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Congratulations.
Now, these students are very busy in and out of school. Some of them may have tests that they've got to study for tomorrow, I'm sure. But they also have a lot of activities they may need to get to. So they're going to take some pictures and we'll excuse them for the evening. But we really want to thank you all for giving us time today to share this accomplishment and achievement about these young men and women. We are truly proud of them.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Bond and Mr. Giangrosso. Hoover High School, both of our high school band programs have had much success this fall season. We were just at a Veterans Day concert last week for Spain Park High School, and they represented the city in the Veterans Day program yesterday. Hoover High School has had some particularly exciting accolades. At this time, I'm going to ask Director of Bands, Mr. Ryan Fitzpatrick, to join us to share some of those with us.
Thank you so much, Jason. Coming up now, we have our assistant directors, and I'd like to go ahead and ask for, we have a few of our leadership students in the back, if you guys will come to the front as well. Josephine Kim was a part of that group, but she's getting pictures taken. Totally fine. They continue to take pictures. So this represents some of our leadership staff as well as our assistant directors. And we have had just an incredible season this year, and we're very proud of the hard work that these students have put in. It's not just about the fact that they are performing at a high level, but we're so proud of the fact that they have taken so much ownership and demonstrated tremendous leadership and are active participants in our growth, their achievement and attainment of all the goals that have been set forth for the program. On the 12th of October, we went to Jacksonville State University and competed in the Contest of Champions and were named Grand Champion as we competed against many groups from across the state of Alabama and Georgia. On the 26th, we went to Atlanta and competed in the Bands of America Southeastern Regional, competed against schools from 7 other states, and were named one of the top 10 finalists. And then the big accomplishment that we're very proud of is that on the 2nd of November, we competed in the 2nd annual Alabama State Marching Championship, and were named the 7A state champions. All of this is only possible with a team of great student leaders and a team of great directors and role models. And we're so blessed in the Hoover City system to have such great teachers and a foundational system that allows for our students to really achieve their very best. And so we want to thank you as a board. Thank you, Dr. Murphy, for all of the support that we have. I will say there were many days this year in the summer where we had passing thunderstorms, and that lightning alarm went off, and we had to go inside. And this is the first year that we could go inside and have a space big enough that we were able to continue to rehearse and continue to allow the students to make academic progress. And so again, thank you so much for all that you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So proud.
Mr. Fitzpatrick, I'm delighted that for me as superintendent, the first building initiative that I had privileged to be a part of and the wisdom of this board to allow us to do was that of our band room. So I take exceptional pride in having had that opportunity. So thank you for your terrific work, all of you, and our student leaders. Thank you.
I probably should, I didn't say any names and I apologize. On our staff, Alicia Wilbanks and Sally White, Adrian Fitzpatrick, Jeff Fondren, Matthew Cicero, and I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick. So thank you so much.
Mr. Ricardo Conte, Simmons Middle School, I believe I saw him here, or yes, in the back. 2019 Outstanding Earth Science Teacher. I do believe this award has a degree of scope to it. Could you explain very quickly?
I was nominated by Mr. Kevin Pugely, who just got the presidential award. I had the honor of getting to student teach under him, and then we taught together for 4 years, and under his leadership, we partnered up together and did some great things, and we were blessed to both come on board at Hoover City Schools. And there were several nominations from across the state, and they reviewed the applications, and I was lucky enough just to get honored, but to be the recipient of this award is truly outstanding for me. I'm very, very blessed as I can remember I wasn't the best student, but I'm trying to make up for it. I'm doing the best I can, especially for mom and dad in the back. They had to come to countless parent-teacher conferences, so hopefully I'm good now, I hope, but trying to do my part with working with the system now. So I'm just very, very blessed.
Your parents stand up, please.
Mom, Dad.
Parents, please stand.
Stand up.
Recognize you as well.
So much. Thank you.
And do we have Clay Morris and Shelby Kyle with us tonight? We do. You're here. These two were instrumental in the Hoover City Schools Foundation Drug Awareness Breakfasts. I believe at least two of our middle school principals are here, if not all three. Those were the forums where we held these, and Dr. Murphy, Dr. Simmons, several of us attended those. You can see the screen right there. I believe that's from Bumpus Middle School, where we were able to display paraphernalia and other current drug trends. And we just want to thank both of you for taking time out of your schedules to be with us. And if you'd like to say a couple words.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to thank the Hoover City Schools Foundation for giving us this opportunity. I'm with the Youth Tobacco Prevention Program at UAB and Children's of Alabama. And so we really are, we have a lot of efforts in the Birmingham community, and it's just an honor to get in the schools and talk to parents. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you. I'm Clay Morris on behalf of the United States Department of Justice, the Drug Enforcement Administration. I'd like to thank the Hoover City Schools Foundation and also the school board for allowing us to come participate on those mornings. And as I try to relate to some of the parents, it's important that we educate our children, obviously, but it's extremely important that we educate our parents, who are sometimes just as naive as our children when it comes to current drug trends and things that people are targeting for our youth and also trying to get them addicted. So we're happy to do that. We're always happy to help a partner anytime we need some help. But thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And finally tonight, the Hoover City Schools Foundation Student Board. We would like to recognize them. The Student Board, as you know, is an application-based process. And let me grab that sheet of paper. Someone has walked off with it. Okay, let me call to the podium. I apologize for that. Ms. Shelley Shaw. She's the Interim Executive Director of the Hoover City Schools Foundation. I believe we do have some of the students here, and we want to recognize them for their volunteerism.
Yes, this is an application process. There's a lot of students who apply. There's 70 students on board, and tonight we have 2, each representing each high school. These are seniors. I have Brantley here from Hoover High, Caleb from Spain Park, and this is just a very unique part of our board, and they are able to serve and always are there when we call on them. You'll see them wearing their t-shirts and being a part of many community events. And I just want to say thank you for letting us recognize them tonight and just show them off a little bit. So, yes, thank you so much.
Occasion for us to acknowledge Shelley in her interim position. I'm not sure as a board we've had an opportunity to do that. So congratulations to you. Appreciate your willingness and your leadership.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And to our student leaders, thank you.
Great. Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
Great job.
And then I have the honor of acknowledging 2 of our county commissioners, Steve Ammons and Mr. Jimmy Stevens. I want to thank you all, first of all, for coming and joining us and spending some time with us. We are exceptionally grateful to have you in the house anytime. We're always happy to have you in the house when you're bringing a check. And
Wait, check. There was nothing about a check.
okay, take a seat then. Come on up. We do want to acknowledge Chair of Jefferson County County Commission, Mr. Jimmy Stevens. Thank you. Always a pleasure to have you. And Mr. Ammons, thank you. I did hear something about money, so I'm going to stand in anticipation.
Well, I'll have to say when I called Dr. Murphy this morning and spoke to her assistant, and she said, "Can I say what is this regards to?" And I said, "It's about money." And she said, "Oh my." And I said, "It's about receiving money." And she said, "Hold on just a second." When I asked Dr. Murphy, "Well, we have a check for you and we'd like to deliver it and have an opportunity to, speak to the board and because it's not a small check." She said, "Well, would tonight do?" I was like, I think we can arrange that. It's not too often I get to carry around almost a $2 million check.